springboard into an elite late game. It's pretty much what Oliveira did, and Maru too. It's just kind of like show up at about 6-7 minutes, slow the Zerg player down enough to kind of springboard into a really nice position for the next 7 or 8 minutes. So on Babylon for game number 1, top left, it's Onside Gaming's Solar.
And in the bottom right, it's INnoVation. Is INnoVation on a team yet? I don't believe he is.
Let's find out. According to Liquipedia, he is not on a team. Accurate.
Okay. Oh, what a dirty Terran.
I mean, redundant?
Okay. That's prejudice.
It is, yes.
But it's also true, so.
Where do you think the prejudice comes from?
INnoVation. How am I going to beat Solar in a best of 7? He's a really good Zerg, man. I know. Now, clearly he wasn't paying attention to the way Solar scouted. Although Solar, yeah, he always goes to the edges, then sends the Overlord to the middle. Tisk, tisk, tisk. He knows.
He knows. Okay. Well, it's upon INnoVation to decide what to do here.
His racks are so far away from the ramp too.
Yeah.
Like this isn't going to be easy. Solar there we go. Now he pulls the drones. Having a scrap with that one SCV. Marines are going to be on the way. Bunker is attempted. There's no way that's getting up. Cancelled right away.
Yeah. And he's got gas too. When Keen did this, he didn't have any gas at all. So speed was really late, but he should be able to get speed out a little bit faster.
One drone goes down. If he's going to throw up a bunker, he's got to do it now before that creep spreads out too far. Does he do that? No, he does not.
Yeah, I think it was too late anyway. Drones are trying to mine here, but good luck. Zerglings are out on creep, especially. Do they get the surround? They do. Then you're not leaving this place, say these lings. Oh, you are dead. That gets completely shut down.
Yikes.
Now, there was a time when I thought, okay, Zerg player shut down the proxy, they win. But no. Terrans are mean. Terrans can completely fail with a proxy and still come back and win because of their ability to lift the barracks up and bring them back home.
Yeah, it's a big deal. And we'll see if INnoVation is going to be able to macro his way out of this one, going for the 3rd CC that Terrans usually follow this up with. Starport's on the way. We'll see when that 3rd CC is going to go up, if it does at all. Solar should feel pretty comfortable here, though.
Yeah, it looks like it. It's always nice when you take a proxy and just completely shut it down. No bunker comes up. Hardly any drones die at all. Maybe 1 or 2 at most. No queens die. And you can just drone to your heart's content. That's all you're doing. Drone, 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 drone.
Yeah, it takes ages for the Hellions to start getting out. And Solar feels good. Okay, so INnoVation goes for Combat Shield. Is this going to be like a Combat Shield Marine Hellbat follow-up all in? Because that's the only reason I can think he'd go for Combat Shield.
Yeah, this early.
No armory, though. No armory. There we go. Armory.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I like this as a follow-up for INnoVation. It is a bold play. He's on 24 SCVs still. He is going for blood.
He is, and he knows that Solar feels comfortable. He's going to drone his face off. He's going to be a little bit later on some of his tech. Baneling Nest, 50% complete here. Not that late.
Yeah,
It's tough. It's a tough position Inno is in right now, and I just don't... I don't know, especially if that Baneling Nest is done. This is really hard for Inno to pull off.
Yeah, there's only 6 Marines out too, or no, 7. That's not that much firepower. Okay, let's see Solar repositioning his queens. There's going to be a good number of Hellbats, 8 in total moving on in there. There is a Baneling Nest finished up, but no Banelings just yet.
No, 8 of them are on the way. They don't take that long to come in, but INnoVation is not waiting for that. He's coming in, clearing some creep tumors. If the queens want to engage, he will engage, because Hellbats can't run away. So he's going to try to stand in here and fight, but Banelings on top of your Hellbats on the left side, and that's a huge connection there too. And that is utterly shut down. Liberator trying to get stuff done. Queens turn their attention. GG, Solar gets game 1.
GG.
Yeah, especially with those Banelings on creep, that little Marine Hellbat thing. It's so tough to make it work. And yeah, good man Solar, not giving in to like his greediest feelings and just droning his face off and skipping Baneling Nest for a while. It was good that he had it.
It was, yeah.
Yeah. So nicely done by him. Gets that game 1 win. It is a best of 7, so it's far from over from Inno. Like, where is a good proxy position on these maps so the Zergs won't just find it immediately?
I guess
Ridiculous.
to the left or to the top right, or I don't know. You do have a good point there. It's not so easy.
Not so easy. Can't remember the last time I saw a completely unscouted proxy against a Zerg player. I mean, I feel like it's happened, but not a lot. Zergs are just getting way too good at finding those spots.
I just about click start with you up against Solar. This is about to be the most epic ZVZ of all time.
I would have definitely 12 pooled and tried to proxy Spine Rush, and it would have failed miserably.
Maybe we'll do that for Freak of World number 200.
Just me and you getting raffle stomped by pros for 2 hours. I don't know who wants to see that.
Okay, we do want to see this guy though. In the bottom left, it's Solar.
And in the top right, INnoVation. Seriously though, Inno's been doing this forever. He was a young kid in Brood War, trying to make his name there. Doing pretty well for himself, and then StarCraft 2 pops out. He makes the transition very successfully, and he's the legend we know today, but got a lot of StarCraft under his belt.
Mm-hmm. The crazy thing is now, if you started with StarCraft 2, just StarCraft 2, you've been playing that forever too.
Yes. In video game terms, forever.
12,
Absolutely.
13 years?
Yeah. Which is longer than the time between StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2.
Give us StarCraft 3, Blizzard.
They won't.
Give us StarCraft 3, Microsoft.
They might, if the merger ever goes through.
Yeah, that's going to be in the courts a little bit.
Yeah, if it ever happens. Something like the European courts are especially like, no, this is monopolistic behavior. Which, I guess, but I don't know, it hasn't stopped EA from gathering up 87 different video game companies and killing them.
No, it's true. It's just because
No.
it's Microsoft.
I guess. Microsoft has a history of monopolistic behavior. Truth. Alright. So Reaper on the way. I'm gonna do the Reaper Queen dance. Second base, third base from INnoVation, if I had to guess, would be started sub 3 minutes. And for Solar, nothing indicating he's going to be super aggressive here today.
Nope, nothing like that.
No.
What a cool rug.
Yeah, those are neat. They look like flying carpets.
Then the drone ruins it.
It gets its gross creep all over it.
And then it posts it on Facebook Marketplace. Used rug, $6,000. I know what I have.
Yeah. Don't lowball me.
Covered in creep. There ain't nothing wrong with that. It'll wash out.
You think so? I think if creep got on an item of clothing, it would come out easy. I feel like it would like try to bind itself to it.
I think it would like destroy the clothing. Well, we've seen what it does to trees, right?
Yeah, but once the creep tumor's gone, the creep just kind of recedes off the tree, and the tree seems okay.
Does it? I thought they permanently died.
Oh, really?
Yeah, don't quote me on that, but I know map doodads that have trees.
Uh-huh.
I think they may permanently die if creep touches them, but yeah.
Dude.
I'm not sure.
I need some science on that. Do we have any trees on this map? Not really.
There is not, unfortunately.
That's okay. We'll get there somewhere in this series. Okay, we'll do that. We'll find a tree. Phoenix still trying to bribe these players to throw down nukes.
Oh, Phoenix.
Phoenix of War. What a gentleman. What a scholar. Ooh, Infernal Pre-Igniter. What?
I mean, it doesn't help against queens, though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
But if he can get in and kill a bunch of drones...
Reaper trying to get stuff done down in the natural base of Solar. He dead now.
Oh, a Roach Warren.
Yeah, sorry, Blue Flame Hellions. Roaches are on the table now.
Solar saw the second factory.
Yeah. Whatever variety of mech this is, we're ready to go.
Third base on location for INnoVation. He's got that third factory on the way as well.
Okay, Inno. What's your plan here? Gonna try to go for race car mech, more traditional mech.
He's gonna try and get through this natural. That ain't happening. If he kept his Reaper alive, he could have grenaded that queen, but that is not the case. Hellions are now diving towards the third, not gonna have a ton of success. Well, maybe they can get a good shot off. Or two, looks like just one okay shot off. Two dead drones.
No, that was not it. Yeah, it's going to be race car mech. Magfield Accelerator coming in. Double armory on the way. Two more factories.
This is so hard, though, because you just get swarmed by the Zerg, and Solar is totally moving across the map.
Yeah, he's making Ravagers. Not even bothering with Roach speed here. Yeah, I've seen more race car mech since Katowice happened, too.
Yeah, there's not a lot of anti-roach here.
No Banshees. I mean, Cyclones are pretty anti-Roach. But this SCV count is just absolutely being obliterated. Try to get a Ravager Queen at the front. The increase in time in Ravager eggs is kind of nice in this situation.
Yeah,
Lings, but in the long term, does it really matter?
So many dead SCVs. Like this is what happens when you try and mech against a Zerg who's got their house in order.
Yeah,
like,
if they scout it fast enough. Right. It works if the Zerg is kind of just sitting back and macroing and like not really worried about what you're doing. But yeah, if they see it, there is a vulnerability that can be very well exploited. Magfield finishing up here, but it's 66 to 24 workers. Holy cannoli. I mean, Inno's not dead, but he's pretty dead.
He's pretty darn dead. He's fighting, which you gotta give him credit for, but, like, Solar will hit 200 roaches by the time INnoVation's at, like, 90 supply. Okay, race cars coming on in. Going to be looking to get some good pickoffs. He definitely needs them, but queens can transfuse each other pretty darn effectively, and they do. Buying lots of time. Oh, those are some good lock-ons from the Cyclones, getting some damage done. If he can keep trading out like this, preventing Solar from maxing out, and grow his own Cyclone army, there's a chance that he could snowball this into something bigger.
I mean, roaches are historically really bad here, because this right here. The Magfield Accelerator upgrade on the Cyclones is intended kind of directly for roaches in this matchup anyway. Getting a surround on this would completely shut it down, but a good Terran player watching their backside can pretty much avoid it. He's going pretty deep into creep, and Solar does have a group of roaches swinging around that backside, trying to go for that surround. And he does come in.
Dear.
Oh. Oh.
He's so smart.
Saw that coming. I didn't know it'd be that effective, though. Woof! Yeah, there was a bit of a window there for INnoVation to kind of pull something off, but that economic difference was brutal. It would have taken some amazing kiting just forever to possibly get himself back into that game. And Solar said, "Can you kite a full surround?" And INnoVation said, "No. No, I cannot." So that's game 2. Game 2 is in the books off of Royal Blood. We're going to go into a third map here that could potentially be something with trees on it.
Ooh, I
we
hope
can
so.
do some science. But yeah, check out that Match Arena link LaughNgamez just tossed into the chat there. Click the claim code button, throw some free money at these players, incentivize them to return.
Yeah, big thanks again to Phoenix for the $50 donation to the prize pool.
Awesome stuff, Phoenix. Appreciate it, man. Well, the players do, anyway. But we do too, because we support the players.
We support good Starcraft.
And how? So we're on Dragon Scales for game number 3. INnoVation definitely has his back against the wall, but it is INnoVation we're talking about here.
Yeah, like, that's, like, he took so much damage there to that first roach attack, but then with the Cyclones, he was doing work, but then he just got surrounded, and it's like, oh, that's game. If he hadn't got surrounded there, if he'd sniffed it out, kept getting roach pickoffs, like, maybe there's a chance. It's not a big chance, but maybe.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
He wasn't super dead, but he was pretty dead.
Yeah, and this guy's just on a tear. He 3-0'd his previous match. He's on track to 4-0 this one. And we'll see if he can be stopped. It's Solar.
Top left, he's back from military. He's looking pretty good. He's taking down stats. It is INnoVation. Yeah, it's a pretty rare feat in Africa World to just win all of your maps.
Yeah, usually a player drops at least like one, even if they dominate.
Yeah. It's been done before, but it's a pretty rare thing to do. It's always just kind of like, oh. This player was ready. They were ready to come and dominate the Africa world, and they sure did. Amazing.
I want to see INnoVation go fast and go for like mass marine 2-1-1 drops all over the place.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, we'll have to see if he's got that level of speed anymore, though. Okay, what is Solar going for? Just a normal build. That seems to be the wise play.
It is. It is hard to punish a Zerg player who just goes for a normal build. That's kind of the point. Like, we've seen it. Proxies can't kill it. The 16, 18, 17 is virtually unbeatable. It's just, I can't think of a build that just completely kills it. There's not one. In any of the matchups. You pull first against the 16, 18, 17, and the Zerg can still defend it.
Yeah, you pretty much have to, You pretty much have to get a series of blows against a Zerg these days to finally bring them down.
Right.
Like a little bit of a drop here that allows you to get a bit of a follow-up there. That kind of thing.
Yep. You can't just be like, Zerg player went hatch first. I now will destroy them. Third base timing, normal stuff. Yeah, there we go. That third CC coming up sub 3 minutes from Inno. I don't know. Wouldn't mind seeing a CC first today from INnoVation.
I wouldn't either.
There's really nothing Solar's going to do to shut that down.
No, like a CC first into like, I don't know what, like Hellions, like a Hellion Banshee, or just like a quick bio play. I don't know what the best move for Inno is here. Reaper's still alive, good to see.
Yeah. I'm probably not going to accomplish a ton, but for scouting purposes, it's not bad. Vikings on the way. Reaper can spot overlords for the Vikings to kill. Yeah, what the heck? Come on, Marine, you got this guy.
Get rid of him. Get him out of here. Oh,
The overlord is like, are you sure?
Do you want to give me this information? And information Solar shall get.
Yeah, for sure. Viking kills pretty fast, but not fast enough to stop the scout of the tech lab researching, which is like, meh. Or the factory with a reactor on it, which is, again, meh. Like, Solar has seen this a million times before, and we'll see it a million times later.
Okay. Viking moving out, scouting around, INnoVation going for more racks. Which I do want to see. Should give it some good old-fashioned INnoVation bio spam. Okay, tank's on the way, so potentially a bio tank push from INnoVation. Is he gonna throw up those extra racks soon? Give us the bio push, that is what I want to see.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, look, he's doing all the things. Combat Shield just got started.
Yeah, like this is INnoVation's bread and butter. This is what he has ingrained into his brain. So if he's gonna beat Solar, it's gonna be with this.
Very well could be. More medevacs coming in, but no more barracks being produced. He's just going for 1-1 combat shield stim. Baneling Nest on the way, Lair on the way, 1-1 coming in for the Lings and Banes and whatnot. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Hellions moving forward. One gets picked off. Second one almost gets picked off too.
I love it when the Reaper is just kind of involved in the Hellion attack. Like, take that! Rawr!
Yeah, he's kind of like their mascot.
Yeah, absolutely. Throw down a KD8 charge. All right, here we go. Marine tank. I don't think there's enough Marine tank to stop this many Lings, actually.
No, but if he can trade out with a few, that would be a good start. He's looking to maybe get a queen or some drones there. The tank is at the back as well. INnoVation, the Stim Marines get one of the queens. He's looking to bait an engagement from the Zerg. Solar stepping forward a little bit. The queens have burned most of their transfuse energy, so that's pretty darn good. And yeah, the medivacs are healing up the Marines, and they go again. Solar is being bullied off his position. He's now going for a big Ling counterattack. INnoVation's got plenty of units in position, though, that can get here and defend this, but oh, it's going to take him so long to get over there. 16 SCVs dead just like that.
Ling counterattacks are too powerful. And it was like, hey, I thought that was a hard wall. That's funny. That bot Tom for centrifugal hooks to finish. Oh, this is not great. By finish, I mean 10 seconds away.
Yeah, ooh, this is not great for Solar here. INnoVation is making this push happen. He's about to get into a very lethal position on the map Dragon Scales. The Zerg has got that Baneling speed finished up now. 16 more Banelings on the way. Upgrades are even, but a lot of those queens died. There's only 3. He's got 87 lings. We got to see a cleanup from Solar. The tanks are there, but there's just not that much bio.
No, tank down, tank down, tank down. Everything gets cleaned up there. Small group of Marines stutter stepping their best, but third base pretty much completely undefended here, and this counterattack is going to be kind of brutal here from Solar. That third base, that's not enough.
Yeah, INnoVation did not commit that much to this attack. Like he had more going on behind this with losing the SCVs, so his overall supply was impacted by that. He's got a finished up 4th command center, so maybe if he'd gone maybe if he'd committed more to that attack, he would have been able to get the win there. But now Solar is just going to be punishing him. It seems 13 dead SCVs. The Zerg player on a very healthy drone count.
Yeah, third base getting resaturated again, but that was a lot of lost mining time there. 86 to 60 total workers in favor of the Zerg. And it's all about the surrounds. We've seen it a couple times today. If you can get a surround on an army that looks superior to yours, you can usually win that fight. So coming around that backside, catching INnoVation kind of off guard was massive. Okay, queen count not healthy, and another couple go down there. John Solo in chat says GG. Oh, Terran, they're not dead until they're dead.
Is literally neck and neck, too. So we got to give INnoVation a chance. He's got that 4th base up. Liberators is a great addition to his army, seeing as how the queen count is very low.
High finishing up. Adrenal is going to start immediately here, and then the happy time of these Marines is basically over. There are no queens in the main to shoot that medevac down. Thank goodness for that medevac. Hey, look, a Ling counterattack. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ow. 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 Yeah, Adrenal's coming in. If these were Adrenalings, all these SCVs would be dead. Does he have Burrow? No, like you ran those Lings away like he had Burrow. Ultralisk Cavern. Ultralisk Cavern on the way. Vipers 2. This is just... Solar's feeling alright, everybody. 83 workers and what? 5 bases? Thinking about getting a 6th. This is a last gasp kind of a situation here from Inno. He needs to go on a rampage, needs to kill at least 1 base with this attack, or Solar's just going to overwhelm him with Ultras.
Yeah, supply is still fairly close, so there's a chance that INnoVation can pull this off. Solar's looking for a big counterattack / surround. It looks like he's just going towards the natural. Oh, there's a good number of Marines there, though.
Ready this time. How about the 3rd base? Can defend the 3rd base with the same group. Okay.
Fourth base going down, a 5th base is started. Solar's actually on quite a low base count compared to what you'd think. I mean, you don't want to be 4 base against 4 base versus a Terran. Sporecrawler has to reposition. INnoVation's starting to pop off with his multi-prong harassment, with his attacks. The Ultras will be problematic for him, however, with the Viper support.
Absolutely. A little blinding cloud action. Abducting the tanks into this group of Lingbane Ultra is going to be insanely good too. Chitinous plating finishing up fairly soon. That's not a very long upgrade. And yeah, Adrenal is done for these Lings. They've got 2/2. They're working on that. +3 ground carapace with the Chitinous plating. Going to make these Ultras extremely tanky. And this is a really high Marine count. Which is not what you want against the Ultralisks. Liberator whittling down this drone count fairly effectively. Yeah, this group, that's a terrible place to unload. For the first time today, we get our mini Ultralisks, and Ghosts are coming in. Snipe's still really good against these Ultras. The patch didn't really change any of that, except that Snipe can be broken if you run away from it enough. Attack down the bottom left side here. Yeah, there you go. And nothing much to defend it. Ling's kind of trickling in. Can they save the hatch? No! Hatch down. Couple drones die. Hatch canceled over here, too.
Yeah, Solar is falling
just
apart.
Killed. Dude, John Solo's talking about brooms, and all of a sudden, INnoVation's on fire. He saw your note there.
Yeah, he's really just got the one base that is mining. Is Solar. He's got Ultras out, but I mean the ghost count is dwarfing it, or will be, I feel, as that ghost count continues to rise. So the Ultras, I mean, they're good, but are they that good? In comes Solar. He's going to try and use those Vipers to go for one really good fight and get some good blinding clouds off. The Ghosts are utilizing their snipe incredibly effectively, though, killing off all the Ultras, it appears, and I think INnoVation is going to take this one. There's Lings and Banelings out on this side of the map. They're going to go for an attack towards the third, but INnoVation has had time to react to that. The Banelings not getting anything done there. He's going to have to retreat, I think. Oh, yeah, they got to get out of there.
I like how he acted like those supply depots were up.
I know.
He could have gotten to that mineral line, but he assumed he couldn't get through without busting through the wall first or something? That was weird. Anyway, fully upgraded Ultras are on the menu here. Working on... They get transfuses on them too, which is excellent stuff. Queens transfusing each other. Creep spread looking pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, there was already 3, though, and they just melted, so we'll see if that's going to be the fate of these ones. Transfuse has to be used very rapidly by Solar. It does, but one of the Ultras still goes down. The Queens burned a lot of their energy there. Viper comes on in. More Ultras are joining the fray here. Transfuse really is keeping that one alive, but as far as everything else that goes with this army, it really is just Ultras and Queens at this point. The Transfuse is being spammed so much. The Terran army is starting to wear thin a little bit, but one of the Ultras goes down, and the Zerg hasn't been able to break this. He's down on supply more so than ever.
Yeah, tried a little Ling attack up here into the third base. That did seem to be held by INnoVation for sure. Corruptor's on the way to deal with the Liberator count as well as the Medivacs. I like that idea quite a bit. I'm never going to say no to Corruptors when you're trying to go Lingbane Ultra just because Liberators are such a big problem there. Yeah, I don't know. It's 109 to 77 army supply. Ultras are kind of force multipliers, especially with the transfuse ability, as we saw in that last battle. But I don't know. The ghost count is getting pumped 4 at a time here. Snipe doesn't really care about the transfuses as much as other attacks do. Yeah, Inno just expanding, continuing to macro up here. He's maxed out. Solar's been given a bit of a chance to catch up, though. And that could prove deadly long term.
Yeah, he's definitely been given another chance by INnoVation, who did not finish off his opponent. Potentially when he had the opportunity. The harassment, though, is beautiful by the Terran player. Going to be killing off those drones. Another Liberator gets set up right in that Spore Crawler, unfortunately.
Hate it when that happens. That's what you get for blind setting up your Liberators, though. Okay. Corruptible makes its presence known immediately, but INnoVation pushing down that middle here. Corruptors are needed on the Liberators up this way. Drones getting killed. A counterattack at the third base again. Inside a Liberator zone, but it doesn't really kill Lings fast enough to stop a ton of SCVs from dying. Maybe a supply block here on INnoVation as well. The attack down the middle for Inno still going pretty well. Snipes on the Ultras. Problematic, but a lot of Lingbane cruising through here. The Liberators are gonna die. The ground army for INnoVation is kind of getting melted here. tanks down. Corruptor's wiping out the Liberators. Those are not cheap to replace. And Solar just kind of crushes through there. Holy crap.
Yeah, all of a sudden the supply has turned around. Solar was able to keep his bases going for long enough that it seems INnoVation is running out of steam, in part due to those counterattacks. But I mean, his newest base is down to just 4 patches.
Holy crap, Solar. You are a monster. 79 to 72 workers in favor of Solar here. Continuing to make those ultras. Banelings, the Corruptor Ball is still scary, but he didn't spend too much money on it. He didn't like over commit on Corruptors. INnoVation coming down the left side, clearing that creep, scanning the high ground, sees it's pretty open for business. But then a bunch of Lingsbane and Ultras show up, and where are the Marauders? Where are the Ghosts? There's that Ghost Ball. But now they're fighting against fully upgraded Cracklings, dude. Oh, and the Corruptors are coming in. Ghosts getting wiped out. Some of them evacs, but now Corruptors are chasing the Medivacs away. Oh my gosh, Solar, you are impossible today. That's it. Solar 199 to 128 supply. Liberators trying to buy time. Corruptor Ball says, where are them libs? And Solar gets the win in game 3 from an untenable position.
Wow, Solar showing us just how high class of a Zerg he is. He just did not falter at all there and was able to bring it back. INnoVation looked really great that game, like he was just building up to something amazing, but in the end, Solar was just a little bit all over the place.
Absolutely. There was a point there where the army value was half for Solar what it was for INnoVation, but the transfuses on the Ultras, couple good Baneling hits, Queens attacking when they could, just enough to hold on and stay alive, buy some time, and then just came back and won. The Corruptor Ball was a genius play. Really shutting down those Liberators was massive. And then if you can fight a bunch of Ghosts with fully upgraded Lings, that's what you want to be doing there. You don't want the Ultras to be in that fight, and they weren't. Once the Ghosts were largely gone, the counterattack was on, and INnoVation had to tap out. Brutal.
Okay. Odds are against INnoVation for 4-0ing Solar here. We'll see if he can do it, though.
Yeah, he's on the list of players that I would believe are capable of it. It's just that Solar, this is his home ground. This is where he was born and bred.
Yeah, it's his stomping ground, that's for sure.
It is.
And we'll see if he can get the clean sweep. It's Solar.
And in the bottom right, he's in trouble, but it's INnoVation. Okay, so no proxies for him in Game 7. They're fairly rare in Game 7s. I remember Maru did it once in a Game 7 in a Premier tournament. And it was awesome, and it worked. And I was just like, Maru, you are... I mean, just the guts on that guy.
Yeah, INnoVation really gonna have his work cut out for him here. That was a beautiful TvZ he played. Like, it showed a lot of promise, the Liberator harassment and stuff. He's just got to do little things like that Liberator later on got parked in the Spore Crawler. If that had been repositioned, that could have prolonged the harassment. I guess that was my main concern in that game. Other than that, he did play a pretty darn great TvZ.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you've got double the army value against your Zerg opponent and you're kind of knocking on their front door, you really can't complain. Mitsuo's in chat saying, get ready to see an 0-3 comeback. Reverse sweep time.
I would be totally okay with that.
Me too. Yeah, and just standard play here. Solar hasn't gone for pool first. He hasn't gone for like a 3 hatch before pool play. He hasn't gone for a Roach Ravager push. He's just, this is the style that's really safe, really strong, really economical. And he trusts in it.
I would, Yeah, I'm not sure what INnoVation needs to do to bring this back.
I mean, do what he did in the last game, but maybe don't allow Solar any breathing room. Like, sure, Solar held on with like 2 Ultras and 5 Queens, but I think if Inno could have come back in a little bit earlier, I
Yeah,
guess maybe defending his third base against Link counterattacks better would have helped too.
absolutely, but
Yeah.
that defending really would have helped him out. But you are correct, I think, about if INnoVation had had a bit more aggression in him, then he would have potentially won that game. Just a little bit, he would have won that game had he gone in a little bit sooner.
Yep. It's tough. Really tough against Ultras when you really have mostly Marines and maybe a couple Liberators. Yeah, the snipes were good. He's just close. He was close.
Okay, an extra racks on the way for INnoVation. He's got Starport on the way too, so he's going for a 2-1-1 it looks like here. Yay!
Ah.
Show us that bio skill.
Yeah, you got your wish.
It's a very tough build to pull off, like really only Beyond does it these days,
Right.
as you need to micro all over the place to get your efficiency.
And Solar says, doing what I do, boys. Don't look to me for any creative strats today. I'm just playing the style that I'm comfortable with, that I'm really good at.
Yeah, I mean, why would he change it?
At this point, he hasn't dropped a map today, so I don't see why he'd bother. Those lings going across the map, chasing. Oh my gosh, do not get. Okay, they didn't kill the Reaper. That would have been embarrassing.
They saw the Marines though, so Solar should know about this.
Yeah, he's like, that's a really high Marine count for 4 minutes. Roach Warren gets thrown down immediately, and a lair, surprisingly.
Yeah, you don't necessarily need the Roach Horn though, you just more so need the 32 lings, the magic number, to deal with this.
Yeah, he's firing the lings up. 24 lings on the way, 26 lings on the way.
There we go.
That creep tumor going down is really nice. Yeah, maybe like a Roach Ravager counterattack once he holds this is what he's thinking about. This is not what 2-on-1 is supposed to do. I mean...
No, it's not. I mean, the follow-up for INnoVation is going to be very lethal. He's already up to 5 racks. He's got a tank.
Yeah, that's true.
+1 on the way. This could be a lot of bio coming out for him that can really punish these roaches. If Solar really relies on these roaches, but then he oversteps or something, this bio really could punish him, and that's what INnoVation is going to have to hope for, because otherwise, just in a production war, Solar will win this. And Solar sees the move out thanks to this Overseer.
Intelligence is so much of everything in StarCraft. If you know what your opponent is doing, especially as a Zerg player, and you can respond properly to it, you have enough time, it's everything. Reaper gets blasted. Not really a frontline kind of a guy, Reaper. No. Solar picking off reinforcements that are trying to join this party, just easily whittling down the available numbers to come and join this party. Sutter stepping in to take down these queens. The transfuses are good. Siege tanks, getting some shots off, but the Ling wraparound. Tank down, tank alive, down. Does not get saved because it didn't unsiege.
Darn, INnoVation gets pushed back. I mean, he was close to breaking that. He killed most of the queens, but yeah, there was just a bit too many roaches. So he's gonna have to start dropping all over the place, I guess. But this is not a good sign for the Terran, who is still on 2 bases.
Yeah, Zerg player happily on 3. 65 workers to 46 is not ideal. Yeah, more Roaches, more Ravagers coming in. Solar's trying to win this thing now. Like, you don't Roach Ravager with your eye to the long game here. Like, there's a window where you can get this thing done, and it's about the next 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, he's looking for the counterattack, so INnoVation does need to pivot, go home, and defend realistically. If he stays out on the map, he'll just be in a lot of trouble, because that will give Solar the trade he wants. INnoVation, though, isn't really thinking about this game in any longer sense. He wants to win it. He's going to need a miracle engagement, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Roach Ravager isn't my favorite thing to see against Marines and tanks, but now's the time to do it. All right, Inno, as prepared for a maxed out Roach Ravager army as he's going to be right now. Flank attack pretty good. Corrosive Biles not trying to take down some of the medevacs there, but this stutter step stim forward going pretty well. Nice dodge on the Corrosive Biles, but Siege Tank's getting some shots off on the Roaches and Ravagers. Army value down. GG Solar!
GG. Solar takes the 4-0 somewhat as expected.
Has the perfect run here at Africa World. Holy smokes.
Yeah. That was something. Well played by Solar. INnoVation. He showed some promise. He showed some of his lethality there. But Solar has been playing for years, for like 20 months, while INnoVation hasn't probably touched a PC very often. So the INnoVation's got a ways to go still, but he can do it if he sticks to it.
I think so too. I think he looked really good. He's got a couple things to clean up, but I think overall he'll start getting some good finishes in Premier tournaments in 2023. So,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, maxed out Roach Ravager, pretty good against Marine Tank at the 8-minute mark, anyway.
Yeah, that's exactly what you need to do if you're the Zerg. Like, we see that so often. 130 supply Terran, 200 supply Zerg. That's the time Roach Ravager is good.
Couldn't agree more. And it worked out. He was maxed out. The Corrosive Biles weren't incredible, but good enough anyway.
Yeah, and that is going to be that for the day. Thanks so much to everyone for tuning on in to Africa World number 101. We'll be back, hopefully, in around 2 weeks. Join the Discord, follow Falcon Paladin and I on YouTube and Twitter, as that is when we announce our next events. Do you have anything to add, Falcon?
No, just thanks everybody for hanging out. Thanks everyone who used the Matcherino free codes to get these players some free cash. And yeah, check us out on Twitter. We'll announce the next one there. And a special thanks to Phoenix for his very generous donation on top of the coupon code. So love you all. We'll be back in a couple of weeks, hopefully with just as amazing players as today. And until then, stay safe and stay healthy. We love you guys and catch you next time.
Okay. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.